Hello everyone, how are we? Welcome to the next video on factorisation. We're going to look at factorising trinomials today with a wee method I like to call the full line factorisation. Alright, this isn't a type of factorisation, it's just a method that I like to use, which, as the name alludes to, has 4 lines in the answer. Alright, so far we've looked at factorising trinomials where it just had a unitary coefficient in front of the x squared, meaning that it was just an x squared at the start. Okay, it didn't have a number bigger or less than 1 attached to it, alright? So we're going to look at a method today to factorise trinomials that have a number next to our x squared. Okay, we're going to just stick with positive ones today. So, to start off the method, what we're going to do is multiply the first number and the last number. So 2 times positive 1. Okay, and I say positive 1 because it's really important to pay attention to what symbol is in front of both numbers there. Alright, so we're looking for 2 numbers that multiply to give us 2, but add together to give us this number 3. So 2 times 1 will give us 2, 2 add 1 will give us 3. Now, the purpose of doing this is we're going to rewrite this expression using these 2 terms. So the first term is going to remain the same, but this middle term, instead of writing plus 3x, I'm going to write plus 2x plus x, just using this number and this number, and then the last number remains the same. So all I've done there is manipulated this expression slightly, because this and this is the same. The only thing is I'm using the factors of this to rewrite the middle term. Now, next step in this method is just halving it down the middle. 2 terms to the left, 2 terms to the right. And what we're going to do is factorise the left hand side, the 2 terms, using highest common factor. If you're struggling to remember how to factorise using highest common factor, go back a few videos and watch that one again, alright, because you'll definitely need to be really spot on with that to allow this method to work. So highest common factor of 2x squared and plus 2x is going to be 2x. 2x times x will give us 2x squared, 2x multiplied by plus 1 will give us 2x. Now, whatever you get in this bracket, you write again here, leaving a little space that you can put a number in here. We then want to think, what number multiplied by this bracket will give me these 2 terms? So that's just going to be plus 1. Plus 1 times x gives us plus x. Plus 1 times plus 1 gives us plus 1. Our solution. So our factorised form comes from the term at the front of this bracket and this bracket, and we put those together. So that ends up 2x plus 1. The second part of the factorised form is this repeated bracket. And that is our solution. We have factorised this, and that gives us. You could expand the bracket back out to check you have the correct answer. Okay. B. Same protocol. First number multiplied by the last gives us 9. We need to be slightly careful here because it's negative 10 in the middle. Alright, so we need 2 numbers that multiply to give us 9 that add together to give us negative 10. So that's going to be negative 9, negative 1. We're going to rewrite that middle term using these. So we've got 3x squared, subtract 9x, subtract x, plus 3. And we'll half it down the middle. Okay. Now, highest common factor of these 2 terms is going to be 3x. 3x times x will give us 3x squared. 3x multiplied by 3 will give us our minus 9x. That bracket repeats. And then we're looking for a number to multiply this bracket to give us this term. So it's going to be negative 1 in here, because negative 1 multiplied by x will give us negative x. Negative 1 multiplied by negative 3 will give us a positive 3. So our factorised form here comes from 3x minus 1 and x minus 3. Now, it doesn't matter what order you rewrite them in. So for this one I could have written plus x plus 2x minus x minus 9x. It just changes the order of it slightly, and it'll change where your brackets are in the final answer. That doesn't matter. When you expand them out, multiplication, doesn't matter what order it's in, remember, so it'll still give you the same answer. Example C, we now have two negatives, so slightly different. Just need to be really careful with this first bit. So it's 7 multiplied by negative 2. So it's going to be negative 14 in our wee bubble. We want two numbers to multiply to give us negative 14, that add together to give us negative 5. So that's going to be negative 7, 2. Right. Remember, we spoke about previous videos. If that's not obvious to you, write down all the factor pairs of the positive number and then see how you could insert the symbol to maybe get the number you're actually looking for. We'll rewrite it using these two numbers. Okay, and half it. Highest common factor of the left hand side terms. So it's going to be 7x. This bracket repeats every time. This is the first one that's going to be slightly different. With a plus 1 and minus 1 in here, it's actually going to have to be a number greater than that. So what times x would give us 2x? Well, that's going to be plus 2. Check, does it work? Plus 2 times negative 1 gives us negative 2. Take a number in front of the brackets, 7x plus 2, and then a repeated bracket is our other part of our solution. This is where I really like this method, that if you then cannot get a number to multiply your repeated bracket, there's a good chance that you have done it incorrectly if you've been asked to factorise it. Okay? Because not every trinomial will factorise using this method. Alright. And last one. So we're going to do first times last. 4 times negative 9, so it's negative 36. Two numbers to multiply to give us 36. Okay, through our factors. It's going to be 3 and 12 we're interested, but we want positive 9, negative 36. So 12 and negative 3 fit that brief. We'll rewrite this using those factors. And split it down the middle. Common factor is going to be, not write that in blue, keep it consistent. Okay, 4x, common factor. So x plus 3 in the bracket. We will repeat that. And then we're looking for a number to multiply to give us negative 3x, so it's got to be negative 3. Check it works, negative 3 times plus 3 gives us negative 9. 4x minus 3. And 1 bracket, and x plus 3. Okay, and that is full line factorisation, because if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines, every solution. Really consistent way of factorising terms. It's not the only way, it's just a method that I like to use. Hopefully this video is recorded this time. Forgot to push record last time. My daughter walked in another time. Taking ages to do this, but hopefully that is a wrap for this one. Hope you're all doing really well, and I'll see you in the next one.